Well, good day in the Viking tongue, and it's great to see you here at Northworthy Sagas and Stories for the vlog, the weekly Viking vlog, episode 3. And I'm here with
Egil Thorsson, warrior, merchant and storyteller.
And I'm a Viking Scot, and I'm a poet, as you very well know. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is last week's vlog. So what do you reckon of last week's vlog and the results?
Well, I was astounded by the number of people who replied. I'm really glad, and let's hope they still keep coming in.
Yeah, so far we had 161 comments, which has been the most number of comments ever on a video, and we've had I think 116 views, I think. So I'm not quite certain the views, but I'm really astounded by how it's going, and it certainly attracted new subs, and that is brilliant.
It really is.
And one of the things we're very reliant on is for you to leave comments for us, so that we can choose your comments to read in the second or third half of this vlog or section.
Well,
so
thank you to all of you who sent comments in.
Oh yes.
We can't cover every single one, but we'll try our best, and keep sending the comments in, please.
Yeah, and I've still got a few comments to reply to, which I'll do so later on tonight. And this vlog will be out on Sunday, the usual time, at about 2 o'clock UK time. I hope that suits everybody. I don't want to publish it too early in case you're in America and I'll wake you up at 7 in the morning by a notification. That wouldn't be too good. So that's a chat about what we thought about last week's vlog number episode 2. If you've not seen the episode, then go and watch it. I'll leave a card up here for the first one and for the second episode. And there's also a playlist. So I think the most important thing you can do to help the vlog is to share it and to help the channel grow, not the channel grow. Yeah, we're only human, we get things wrong, don't we, Egil?
Yes, we do indeed.
So what have you been up to in the last week in relation to the channel?
Well, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, I've been reading a few more stories. I think I spent a lot of my time answering comments. That can take a good while of my time answering comments, but it's very important that I do answer them, and I try to answer the comments in depth as I can, and where I can't answer them, well, Egil will come along and fill them in for me in the future. So yeah, I've been doing that. What else have I been doing? I've been cutting out some hat patterns. This is a new hat I made this week. In fact, last night it took me about a couple hours to hand sew this one together.
That's a Frisian cap?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I know. As a Saxon, it's slightly wrong to wear it, but you know, we like hats on the channel.
It keeps your head warm.
It does keep your head warm in this cold, windy weather we're having in the UK today.
Yeah.
So thankfully, it's not too hot like yesterday, or roasting yesterday. So apart from that, I've been making a few hats, making some patterns. It's always important to, you know, think about your patterns, and I've just been planning to cut out some, you know, some patterns for the hats. And it's very important that when you do cut out your pattern, you try to use all your material and get as many items out of that material. So I've been doing that, and doing a bit of research on some other ideas and locations we can travel to in the future. So that's it really from me. What about you, Egil? What have you been up to channel wise?
I've been learning Folktale that we've done today that will come out later.
And what was that one called? The first one?
It was called Tim Tot Tit.
Yeah, so Tom Tit Tim or Tim Tot Tat.
You'll get it.
Yeah, it's one of them.
And about the bogger.
Yeah, the farmer and the boggart. And a boggart is like an imp, you know, it's a bit like an elf, I guess.
Yeah, a hairy being.
I'll have to have a look at boggarts. I mean, it's not something I'm too familiar with.
Same here.
I've heard about them. I've read stories about boggarts.
But it's good fun.
Yeah, it was a good story, that. And I was sitting down on that story as well, so you'll see us both from that story. And that will probably be out in the next 2 weeks, as we've already got a couple of stories lined up from Egil.
Yeah.
So that's great. And I've also given him a couple more books for him to read. So more stories to follow. Now I have a little bit of a quiz here. I know, I bet our subs would love a little quiz. And that is what I want our subs to do is to find the Viking name of Northworthy. Can you find the name of Northworthy? Do you know it? We do, because we live there. You're not allowed to answer it, Egil.
Okay.
This is for our subs only. So if you know the Viking name of Northworthy, you can do a little bit of research. It won't take hard to do, fine, what, a minute? So I thought that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Now, another question I want to ask our subscribers and of course the non-subscribers, there's always a percentage of both that watch content, is where do you come from in the world? Or in one of the 9 worlds, Middle Earth, where do you come from on this earthly planet of ours?
Well,
because we know where we come from, but I'd love to find that out, where about you are in the world. I'm just trying to figure out what would be the best time in the future for live streaming.
like you say, you don't want to ring them up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
There's got to be a balance between, for us I think live streaming in the afternoons and early evenings would work best for us, and that will probably go for the weekend as well.
Yeah.
It don't take long to put a kit on and stand in front of a camera, or sit down preferably. So that's a question I need to ask and find out, so if you could leave it in a comment where you come from, that would be great. I'd really love that, appreciate it. And what else you want to talk about in the vlog?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, well, there's so many things we can cover. We've already got a list of suggestions, and later on we will be reading some comments out, as usual. I've got a list of them here. So,
well, I mean, there's the one we will be talking about the Rus.
Yeah, we will be talking about the Rus Vikings.
Yeah, we could do one on Viking longships.
Yeah.
Sutton Hoo.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about
Well,
Sutton Hoo.
Anglo-Saxon, but it's still worth a mention.
I mean, you dug at Sutton Hoo.
I certainly did, as a spotty student digging out there. An interesting site. I think to bear in mind, it's 2 sites. Everybody thinks the
Yeah, you forget that.
but underneath is a Neolithic settlement, which is just as interesting.
Well, it's very common for settlements to be lived upon old settlements. I mean, that has been a practice for thousands of years, I'd say.
As we go into it in the next subject on Sutton Hoo, I'll explain a bit more to you, and hopefully I've got some photographs of grave sites and things which I want to explain to people. There's a lot to go at, Sutton Hoo.
Oh, there is a lot to go at. I mean, just talking about the kit, and although we don't really have much early Anglo-Saxon kit yet, certainly Take here has. Love to see him back, you never know. Watch this space.
I have photographs of the original.
Yeah, same here. I've got a large database of
which
photographic
I can
evidence.
go through. There's interesting things going on there, and things that also, I think, tie in with the Staffordshire Hoard. But,
Oh, definitely, yes. I mean,
we'll cover that later.
if we can get to visit the Staffordshire Hoard and film it and talk about it at the museum, we will do it in the future.
Yeah.
That'll be something I like to go and see and cover.
No, I've seen it. It's very impressive.
Oh yes, I've seen the photographs and the TV programs about it, the Time Team special. I mean, the Anglo-Saxons were just amazing at the craftsmanship. But then again, so were the Vikings. I mean, you know.
We reckon that the garnet work all came from Denmark.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you know, there was a wide amount of trading, and we always underestimate the trading. And you know,
as I say, these are topics that we go into greater detail at a later date. And as I say, we've got other subjects.
yeah, on the Rus Viking video, I'm going to dress up as a Rus Viking, and Egil will talk about the kit, and we'll talk about the history, and we'll make a video on that in the next few weeks. So, thank you for that suggestion. We are going to cover that. I think that'd be great.
We'll also cover the fact about tattoos in general.
Yeah, Egil's working on a video about Viking tattoos, and also wants to show you his Viking tattoos.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
So sick bowls at the ready.
Yeah. Yeah, stripper music playing in the background. That'll be a copyright though, so I couldn't play that. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting video.
Yeah.
And I'm also putting together a video about, it's called langseax versus swamsax. I've been thinking about that for a while, and that'll be a good video, I think.
Yeah.
And another video idea which I suggest we do is travelling in the Dark Ages. For this location I have a place just a few miles from here called the Chevin. And the Chevin has this very old prehistoric old roadway, and it really is like stepping back in time. So what I'm thinking is we'll do an afternoon trip out there, we'll film the vlog there, we'll do our videos in the location, and we'll walk this short walkway and demonstrate what it would have been like walking. Of course we're rich, we would have horses, but we don't have any horses in modern life, do we?
No, afraid
no,
not.
so it's a pity that.
It's a difficult in our first floor flat.
Yeah, we could pretend like in Monty Python, but I think that would be too daft. Maybe for a meme we could do that. Nay. Oh yeah. So there's lots to go on, there really is. And your suggestions really do help, you know.
Yeah, well, you know, we look at all the comments. As I say, we may not be able to answer all of them, but we certainly look at all of them, and it's very nice, and we thank you for it. So what's the next bit we've got?
Yeah, well, let's talk about memes. I mean, in the last vlog, I basically at the end of it asked, would you like to see memes? I don't think you're over familiar with memes, aren't you?
I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Egil does not know what a meme is. I can understand what a meme is, and I've seen plenty in my lifetime, but we are going to do some funny sketches.
Oh.
It's not something we're going to be doing a lot of. It'll just be, I mean, we could do one a week, but I think maybe that may be too much. Would that be too much? Would a meme a week be too much? Just, you know, at the moment we're putting out 4 videos a week. You know, with a live stream and a meme, we could really increase that to 6.
Well,
wouldn't take much, would it?
No, I suppose not.
You know, although when I first started this channel, I never wanted it to be a daily video channel. I kind of thought that would be too much at first. Not only for the subs, but for me, it was making the content along with great hosts like Egil and Tiki. Here's his playlist, check it out.
Yeah.
So eventually we may end up being a daily video content channel, but that will all happen in time. I mean, we have to take things, you know, one step at a time.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to move a mountain here. It's got no dragon or no gold in it, unfortunately.
Well, there might be some gold. Who knows?
You never know. So that's that. So. And this is the first section of the vlog. In the next section, Egil's going to talk about my kit. Last week he talked about the kit he was wearing, so we're going to be doing that shortly. And then in the last section, we're going to be doing your questions from our subscribers. And hopefully this episode should be around about 45 minutes long. This is a bit longer than the last one, which was 30 minutes, and longer than the first one. It's very important that the watch time on the channel keeps increasing. That's one of the most important things to YouTube. Just another question I'd like to ask. Would you like me to do some videos on YouTube and how to run a YouTube channel? You know, some hints and tips. I'd naturally be wearing my Viking kit doing it.
You're on there, mate.
You know, being somebody who studied YouTube a lot and studied how to make content, I do have a good basis of knowledge. And I definitely highly recommend checking out people like Dow Hayes, Nick Nimmin, and one of my favourite channels is Brian G. Johnson TV. Those are 3 brilliant channels for learning how to be successful on YouTube. And if you would like to see me occasionally do a video like that for you, then you know, I'll be happy to do that. So please let me know if you'd like to see a video of me talking about how to be successful on YouTube. You know. We're no success ourselves, but we're going to be one day, you know.
Yeah.
So it all takes time. I think the most important thing on YouTube is patience and never give up. So anyway, that's it for this first section of the vlog. I'm soon going to start recording the next section, so we'll see you in a minute.
Bye now. Actually, you could do a meme on how not to make a video.
Yeah. Oh, there's you can do memes on so many things. You know, it's just like the historical context. Still continuing this vlog. I mean, we can talk for hours about the historical context. But the same with memes. I mean, being British and being that we're naturally born funny. I mean, British people are generally very good with humour. You know, we need it, don't we, in this country? And so yeah, we could do memes for ages. So. So hello, we're back again for the next section of this vlog, episode 3 or hashtag 3, which always seems to be very popular. I don't think you know what a hashtag is, do you know what a hashtag is? Yeah.
It's a hash mark.
Yeah, I see you there recently found some hashtag marks and I called you found, but I can't remember which one. Anyway, So now we're going to talk about my Viking kit. So Egil, would you like to talk about the kit I'm wearing, and I'll demonstrate and pull things out?
Okay. Ooh, matrix.
What I got in my pouch and this one.
Well, we'll start at the head. Here we have, it's Frankish cow.
Yeah, Parthian, isn't it? Yeah.
Notice the beak on the front there.
I'll put it off.
Yeah.
Muscle my hair. And this is made out of wool.
But he's also high ranking. Well, how do we know that? Although he's got short hair, which most rich people have long hair, he has got a lot of silver. Here we have silver chain, Thor's hammer, an iron cloak pin. But the colours. Now, colours denote your social rank. If you were a peasant, you would wear yellows, browns, muted colours.
Oh yes, definitely.
Then you become an Othel's Bondi, you wear darker greens, maybe blues. If you become higher up the scale, you wear purple. Well, this isn't really purple I've got, it's a darker purple. And those are the people you keep away from. They're kings, queens, bishops and abbesses. Now, it was law that you had to wear the certain colours, which seems a bit mean. But imagine, the average village would be about the size of a primary school class.
Oh yeah.
So think back to then, you knew all the names of the people there. And you knew a little bit about them, you didn't know everything. But then from there you go to a throbbing metropolis of Jorvik.
Oh, massive place.
And you go blundering down what's now the shambles. You'll always get killed because you're in a place where only aristocrats and lords are supposed to be. So you can tell by the colour of your clothing, go down Botham, that's where the rough places are. If you're a peasant, a carl, you can get mead there and have a good time. If you're higher up, you go down, as I say, what's now the shambles. So, hang on, look at this. This is called hack silver. This has, in Derby, just by the cathedral, there is a pathway called Armen Alley. In the Viking times, this is where the Viking moneyers were. Not popular. Here we have a wealthy Viking, he inherits 1,000 gold silver pennies. Every 3 years he has to take all of his money down to the moneyers, who will melt it down and restrike it. The king gets a third, the moneyers get a third, and he gets a third. So 2/3 of his wealth has gone in one thing. If it carries on like that, he's going to be bankrupt pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
So what do? You take your silver and you make jewellery. Bling, like this. Now imagine, this is perhaps 20 silver pennies worth, it's quite heavy. It goes, I want to buy cheese and eggs, and it comes to 10 silver pennies. The merchant will have 2 bowls, scale, one will have the weight, 5 silver pennies. Put this in. This is far too heavy, I won't do it obviously.
Oh no, I like that on button.
So you bring out your axe and you hack it into manageable pieces. He gets the rest of his silver back, and 5 silver pennies goes to the guy who's bought it. We also cut out the king and the moneyers. Now we know.
Give me a bit of a close up of that. We'll do one at the end of the video. We'll do some close up videos for you.
We know that Rathloff was sent by the King of York to Derby, and I know the last moneyer was Blackerman in 1016. Okay, moving along.
This is a nice hack silver bracelet from Lancashire. Found in the grave. There's a reproduction, of course.
Yeah.
Not the original.
Nice meaty piece of jewelry. And of course, finger rings. So you've got some here. Some very elaborate and ornate ones. Mine are a bit plain.
We'll do some close up at the end for you.
Now, around his middle, he has his weaponry. A bearded axe, a scabbard. Now if we stand it up, look at it. There's the man's body, there's his head, there's his nose, and there's his beard. And it's just hooking. It's for hooking boats, and of course to hook people.
And the shield.
And the shield.
And also very good for hooking spear traps.
Yeah, and for general carnage. The next weapon he's got around his middle is, of course, ubiquitous Sagas.
Oh yeah. Would you like to see that? You probably saw that in the last vlog. But it's one of my favourite ones, that.
This one's a reenactor's one, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. But again, it's a useful weapon. It's a tool to use on the farm. This is quite a grand one, because normally they'll be a lot smaller. There we go.
And you can see the age from the polishing on the handle.
But if you could show the scabbard, the top has got copper plating on it. That's so you don't chop through your stitches.
It's that in here.
Another weapon I think that everybody's umming and ahhing about, the sword. Now this is an early sword, it's a lot shorter than normal, but this is a very special one, including the wobble.
Yes, it has got a wobble.
It has a pattern welding, or damascene. If you look closely, you'll see, and that's a series of iron rods that are twisted like a cable, and then twisted again to form that part, and then a piece of hardened steel from here all the way around here, all the way around here, is then forged, heat welded onto that. Even the quillion here is pattern welded, and you get a very expensive high range sword, and this one will do you a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, it's a sharp sword, that, and it's also a Vendel sword from the 5th to 7th century, and this is a Danish sword made by a blacksmith who allegedly melted a load of bog iron and spent 600 hours making this sword, and for many years it's just sat as a blade in the back of his workshop until Binsey found it, I believe.
This middle part is the fuller. Contrary to popular belief, it isn't a blood drain. It actually means it makes the sword lighter, but you don't lose any of the metal.
Yeah.
And in very later things like bayonets, it's what holds them into the scabbard. So there you go.
And the fuller would have been hammered in during the blacksmithing stages of making this sword.
So we move on.
I've got a club. We rarely talk about these.
Yeah, join the club.
Yeah, going clubbing later.
You like a lot of sax, don't you? Never mind. But there we go. This is a club. This is the poor man's. This is the everyday man's weapon, and very useful.
Poetry.
Yeah.
And you often hear in the sagas about accounts of a warrior not having a weapon, but he'll have an axe and he'll quickly go and chop a wood down and, you know, a bit of a tree and make a club for himself.
Well, also,
and then back him heads in with it.
Well, also we have found actually in Derby graves of men with pots on their heads.
Oh yes,
now,
remember that.
People say, oh, pots on it. That's the only protection you've got, and if it saves your life, you do it. Now,
you've got a Frankish shoulder bag.
Okay, what you got in the bag?
A spoon.
Oh, lovely.
A patch.
Ouch. Forgive his Derbyshire accent.
More spoons I'm working on. I like making spoons.
We'd never have guessed, would we?
Oh look, some more spoons there.
Alright.
Well, I forgot my knife, so I can't work on it at the moment.
In actual fact, this is rather good. You can see he's roughed it out and ends up like that.
I'll probably demonstrate how to make spoons in the future.
That'd be a good one.
That spoon has been wooden turned on a traditional lathe. That's a bit of cherry. And the rest of them will be ash, that's a cherry one. They're mainly unfinished. Now I've got some Viking ladies' keys in there. But I found them the other day down my forge.
There we go.
I've been looking for that. So,
to broach the subject. Oh, this is women's accoutrement.
Yeah, they need a bit of working on. That's a set I was making, unfinished.
And this, nice pair of shears.
I mean, at the end of the video, we'll just do a close-up where we'll sit and we'll demonstrate it in front of you, close-up, and just talk about them a bit further.
Have you got anything else in there, or is that it?
Well, I think every warrior would have one of these with you. A bowl for your food.
Oh yes. Again, turned on a lathe. And this is something people forget. The Vikings had a lathe. It was powered by the springiness in a branch off a tree.
And another important thing you should always carry is a bit of twine. Because if something breaks of your kit and you've got a needle and thread, and then you can sew it. And this is linen thread, which I've waxed up myself.
Yep.
And it's Irish linen thread. So.
Well, this is another thing. You see people with their cleaning kits have got earwax spoons. and that's because you take the earwax and you rub it on the thread, and it goes through the material more easily. Now let's get back to his clothes. You see here this dark blue. He's of an Othel's Bondi or higher. But the thing I want to get to is his trousers, blue earth. If you look at that, that is a very authentic colour, and that's made with madder. Now, when I was digging on a site in York, I dug up what I took to be a blob, marked it blob. Went back to the laboratory, and it turned out it was madder. Now, one of the ladies in the conservation lab took a bit and dyed some wool, 2,000 years old, and came out that colour. This was a very, very common colour that you would have seen in, well, from Bronze Age onwards.
Another thing is that my sword has a wooden scabbard, unlike a lot of swords we see have leather scabbard, but this is a solid wooden scabbard.
With a fleece lining, I believe.
Yes, it does have a fleece lining, and why all it would. And when you've got an expensive pattern molded sword, you certainly don't want to keep it in a leather one.
Yeah. Okay, and further down, again, the puttees. These are to protect the trousers. Mine has got 13 miles of thread in, and yours is pretty much the same, if not more.
They're faded, they used to be a bit darker.
Yeah. But having said that, you keep protect them. I mean, I've had these trousers going on 20 years.
Oh yeah.
You know, and these, I've seen these around. So you protect them with this. If you notice, just reverting to me, I've got a piece of pink thread, and that's to illustrate the holes that have gone through. But like today, shoe fashions, there were quite a few. Now if you like to lift your foot up, here we are, it's got hobnails on this, but they wouldn't
Not hobnails,
well,
tacks. Hobnails are much later.
They wouldn't have had these anyway, they would have been softer, but
Yeah.
due to modern pavements, the shoes wear out. But again, can I just turn your leg?
Yeah, take it off, you lie.
No, thank you.
You're talking about modern sock.
There's antler toggle, mine are leather. But again, if we put one side beside, you can see the difference in style.
Yeah.
But these would have been waxed with goose grease, any kind of thing like that, because the surface you're walking on. Here we've even got slabs. You go out in the streets, you've got pavements and roads. In the Viking Age, the average surface would be like a football field that's been played on and then rained on, and then people driving their stock through. It would have been a filthy, stinky mess. Pretty much the same inside the house. So you need something to grip. Ordinary shoes today would last about a fortnight. These are renewable. You can bang new soles on and everything else. And all round, it's a jolly good thing to have.
And what are the clothing made out of?
The clothing is usually made out of wool, and this is taken from sheep, obviously. Basically, you cut the fleece off, you wash it in the river. You then dry it, and then it looks like two massive afro combs. You pull it through to straighten it out. Then you go your spindle whirl, which is a stick with a weight on, which we will show you.
Yeah,
how to
we'll
do
demonstrate
later on.
that in the
And
future.
you twist, you flip it, and the whole thing goes round clockwise, and as you do, you pull it, and theoretically you get a nice long thread, mostly. But the thread was then dyed, depending on your social rank. You could use onion skins, and you get a nice yellow colour. You put it in a copper bowl, that's the mordant that holds it. If you leave it in longer, you'll get something akin to that, dried leaf, which is another common colour. Various things matter. I don't know what the mordant is for that. Perhaps you could leave a comment and tell me what the mordant is, and I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who do this natural dyeing. In fact, that'll be something nice if you can invite people to let us know, because I'm sure there are reenactment groups and people who are just into this would more than happy.
I've got a pamphlet on dyeing in the Dark Ages somewhere. Dig it out. And another thing we don't really talk about, and I had a comment, I believe it was from Magpie 5678, who talked about what do we wash our clothing in? Do we use detergent?
No.
No. Definitely not.
If it's like the Tudors, what you do, you get the ash from the bonfire, the wood fire.
Yeah.
You then make a filter with reeds and gravel, and you pour that through. You put water on the ashes, and you then pour the solution through the sieve, which is caught in the bottom, and that's what's called the lye. Now you damp your clothes in the lye, you then take it down to the river and you whack it, and it's the hitting that you're literally knocking the dirt out, and the lye helps to do that. And after that you lay it out until it's dry.
Yeah, but in the modern context of living in the modern age, we generally won't wash our clothing. I mean, I've never washed these trousers and I've never washed this tunic. What I may wash is my under tunic. If I've been away for a weekend reenacting, I can guarantee my under tunics will be soaked through. So I will wash them, but I generally will wash them by hand. I think that's the best way. And if you do choose a washing machine, then you really must do it on a delicate wash or a wool wash. Not at a high temperature.
I actually have to wash everything by hand, but I do wash. I wash the skirter, the underskirter, and the trousers.
Yeah. So for authenticity, I won't wash in the machine. Anyway, that's the end of this section of this video. So we're going to see you in a minute. So hello, we're now back to read your comments from our subscribers. So our first comment comes from Jaita. I personally would enjoy a combat video showing how the Vikings fought. Maybe you guys could show us some sparring as well. It would certainly attract more attention. Was hail. Yeah.
I'm up for that.
I'm definitely up for that. So this will be something you'll see in the future. So thank you very much for the comment, Jaita. Thank you.
I have a comment here from Mossman. 300 subs. Well done, mate. Keep up the good work. We certainly will. And thanks. Keep putting those subs in and comments. We really want to hear from you.
Yes, thank you very much, Mossman. Somebody I do know in real life. So the next comment comes from Boromir of Gondor. Oh yes. Hello indeed. It is I, Boromir of Gondor. I'd like Lord of the Rings, but I've recently been getting into the Viking age. It appears Rohan was inspired by the Vikings, and so I went to do some research on them, and I discovered your channel. And I thought, why not subscribe? Well, thank you very much, Boromir of Gondor, and welcome to the channel, and thank you for your excellent comment.
Well, this particular thing is interesting, as Professor Tolkien was Professor of Anglo-Saxon, and he took the death of, what's his name, Boromir, the Riders of Rohan, where they celebrate the death of their leader, is actually what you see at Sod now.
Yes.
So Tolkien said he wanted to create an English mythology. Well, hey, we've already got one. But excellent taste there.
Indeed, we do like Lord of the Rings. In fact, recruiting outside of a Lord of the Rings movie many years ago was one of our best ways of recruiting. So yes, and we will be talking about Lord of the Rings and Tolkien and Vikings and Saxons in the future. So, next question.
And that comes from Magpie 5678.
Hello.
Thanks a lot for this. Just seen the vlog, and I'm in the
and the 100th comment.
Yeah. Also, thank you for the
shout out.
Well, thank you very much, Magpie. I'm sorry, I normally wear glasses, so
yeah, glasses weren't really invented in the Viking Age.
No.
And one day I might print these out instead of write them. So yes, thank you very much, Magpie. Excellent comments as always from you.
Keep in touch.
Now we have another comment from somebody very famous, Odin himself.
Wow.
The Old Father. Would you believe it? Fantastic story and well told, Egil.
Thank you.
I am interested in hearing more from you guys. And that is from the Treasures of the Gods videos for our celebration of 300 subs. So.
Well, we're going to do a lot more on that. And thank you, Odin. Hail, Old Father.
Hail indeed.
The next one I've got is Rome is glory to us all. Rome is glory. And, yep, I'll back you one up on that.
Yes, there's a new sub to our channel, so welcome to the channel. Rome is glory indeed.
And I'll just finish this one. This is from Cheetah. Towards the end of the video, you had
an idea for memes.
Heck yes, I'm a great lover of memes and I fully support the idea. Well, since I found out what a meme is, Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'll show you some memes next time we meet Simon. Egil. Who's that? I don't know who he is.
Get out.
It's that dog again. Right, so another question from Boromir of Gondor. Do you guys have a Discord channel or a platform where I can post some Viking memes on? Well, when you asked this question I didn't, but the other night I've opened a Discord channel or platform, and I'm going to be slowly working on it in the next few weeks. So yes, we do have one now, and I'll soon have the link on the top of our videos or on the top of the channel art page.
I have another one from Chi-Ita. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Chi-Ita. And it says, will you go into depth on the Kievan Vikings and the Varangian Guard? I'm really interested in Byzantine Emperor's Viking bodyguard. Yes, that would be a great one. We actually were talking about that.
Yes, early in the blog.
Yeah.
So.
And yes, we hope we'll be able to talk at length.
Yes, definitely. We definitely want to look at get some more Varangian kit. I've always wanted some Van braces myself. Well, I might make some. Anyway, I have a question from somebody I saw the other day, and it's a Guild of Wise Men and Woodrose. Wonderful video. Thank you for taking the time to answer our questions. It is widely appreciated. Well, I'd just like to say that your questions are widely appreciated, and thank you very much for leaving your comments. And I thoroughly enjoyed your video the other day I watched when you talked about the Viking gods. Great video. I'm looking forward to having the new community tab in the future where I'll share these videos I like. So there you go on that one.
We only progress because you
yes,
give
indeed.
to us, and we will give back to you. I've got Viking LOL.
Laugh out loud.
Oh right. Greetings. I'm new to this channel. How frequent do videos come out?
Well, at the moment we're publishing 4 videos a week. On a Tuesday and a Fridays, that's when we release folk tales and stories from the Viking Sagas. Our video on a Saturday is always going to be a historical video, mainly from Egil. And on Sunday, that is when our vlog comes out. And in time, we will look to increase the number of videos we put out on this channel, because I know you guys would watch them. And ladies, of course. Let's not forget the ladies.
We want more ladies, we want your comments,
yes.
And suggested topics, because we don't want it to just be solely male.
Yeah, of course
orientated.
not, no.
We appreciate any input from the ladies. So.
And I'm still working on a ladies folk tale teller. I have somebody in mind. You may know who she is. She's a very good friend of mine, but so far I've not asked.
Women fight just throw stones at me and run away.
Well, fair enough. And we have a question from Theomir. Aha! I think we have a couple of Family Guy fans here.
I'm more American Dad. I'm Roger the Alien type.
Yeah, I don't mind Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin's alright. Brian, you just want to punch.
And there's the Cleveland show. That's his laugh. Yeah, so I won't do any more of my impressions of him.
But yeah, anything like that is always well worth watching, I think.
Oh, definitely so. Definitely agree there.
I do prefer American Dad though. Okay, I have a question for, a statement rather, from Ragnar Lothbrok.
Oh yes, another new sub. Welcome to the channel, Ragnar.
I saw this in my recommendation and it looks a
good channel.
good channel. I'm going to check out your other
YouTube content videos.
Well, yeah, please do. And with a name like Ragnar Lothbrok, Ragnar Hairy Breeks.
Oh yes.
Well worth it. So please comment on it, and we'll like to hear from you in the future.
And we are going to do a video about you in the future and your infamous famous sons. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Certainly are. When
that will be, I don't know. It will be in the next few weeks, months. It's hard to plan these things when there's so much to plan.
It certainly is.
Now I have a question here from Techno Sagas. Egil's right. You can build a house with an axe, from building the wood to all the finishings and joinings, which is exceptionally cool when you think about it. And it is.
Yeah. Just
from one instrument, an axe, you can pretty much make a long house.
This beats all your earth movers and everything else.
It does.
And here's it.
Although you just need a good blacksmith to make you the axe in the first place.
In fact, it just occurred to me, this guy obviously knows about joinery.
Yeah.
Maybe you could send us in some ideas for joints, wood joints, you know, and
Yeah, could be
building
something to do.
techniques.
One of the ideas I'm thinking about live streaming, just going off topic for a minute, is would you want me to show you in a live stream how to make a hat? I mean, I could do that over 2 live streams. I could provide all our subs with a pattern if wanted to make a hat at the same time, and we could sew together. I'm thinking about that.
And I could do spinning.
It might take me 2 live streams to make a hat. A hat like this could take you about 3 hours to make.
You might die laughing at my efforts at spinning because it depends on the weather and the wool. But
Yeah, I keep thinking about crafts. I do know a lot about crafts. It's something I studied a lot. So we have another question here from Odin. Hello there, old father. Greetings, what's
hail,
up?
father.
Hello there. I'm looking to learn about Anglo-Saxon Lundin or Lundinwick. Now, I'm not sure about this.
I will have to check.
Yeah, we'll do some research.
I'm assuming, looking at it written down, mean London.
That's what I thought at first.
Well, I've got place names at home which I'll look up, but we'll certainly get back to you on that. And nice one.
I mean, the problem with this, with the Dark Ages, there's so much information to read, so you can't remember everything. And he basically says, I'd like to ask anybody for information, or can recommend a book or a video. We'll do some research, we'll look into this. If you can give us some more information about what you're looking for, then we'll certainly get back to you, Odin.
But as I say,
Odin.
But we'll sort out the London week. I think that's what we're on about. And
Yes.
If so, I've got things off the top of my head which I can remember as well as researching.
Now, in the next vlog, we may talk about hack silver, and if I can get a small working anvil together, I may also demonstrate how these things are made. But unfortunately for today, we're kind of running out of time and battery on our camera, so we can't actually do the close-ups of the items. So we're very sorry about that, and we're also a little bit limited to how many questions we can answer today. So
There's another time.
there's another time, and there'll be the next vlog next week, vlog episode 4. So if you have enjoyed this vlog and you like what we're doing on this channel and you like our content, then don't forget to spread the word, get all your friends and all your family, get your grandma to subscribe, and your dad or your mother, you know, whatever. You know, we just want more subscribers and we want more comments.
And ideas.
Ideas. I'm slowly developing a list of ideas from the subs and our comments, so that's cool. And we will tick them off and we will do them all. So, oh yes.
So that's good night from me.
Well, it's a good night from him. Oh yes, and a good night. For one day
Wow.
we'll have a table and actually do some Dark Age news. Yeah, make sure that's the copyright song. Anyway, goodbye, wassail, and good health.
Bye now.